Hello, it's Tuesday evening, so I thought I'd give an update. I've nearly finished Dreamwalker. There is 408 pages in this book and I am at page 328. So 80 pages and I'm done, so the plan is to finish this tomorrow. In this book you are in the kingdom of the, in this book you're in the land of the two kingdoms and you follow two main characters. Errol, a young boy who knows nothing of his father's family or anything about the past of his family, and a young dragon called Benfro, who is the son of a great dragon, and he is learning to come into himself and all about magic. And then you also follow the royal family and some of other side characters in this land. I know I said in a previous video I wasn't sure if this would be an adult book or if it was YA fantasy. It's definitely YA fantasy. It is YA fantasy. I'm liking it. It's just 3.5 star rating at the moment, and that's just because it's very quick paced, which I like, and you're not spending a lot of time on something that you may not need to spend a lot of time on. But then on the flip side, it's so quick paced that it takes you a few pages to realise, oh wait, shit, we've jumped from them being 10 now to being 13. And that's another thing, sorry, Errol and Benfro were born on the same night, so they share the same birth, the same age. And so there's no years in this, but you'll be reading a chapter where it says, oh, I was 10, he was 10 and like he has feelings about something and stuff, just something like that. And the next thing you know, he's reading like 6 pages of the next chapter and it's like, you're only 6 months away from your 14th birthday and you're like, where has this come from? So yeah, and also another thing I'm not liking this is at the start of each chapter you have like a page and a bit of an extract from books that are in this world, but you literally read them, but for me I read them and it takes me out of reading, which I'm not liking. So the plan was I should have actually finished this book today, so I should have read 161 pages every day to read the rest of the 5 books on my TBR. I had a crap day on Sunday, I had a crap day on Monday. Yeah, I didn't read that. I struggled so much yesterday. So yeah, I'm really glad I've caught up to where I hope to be tonight. So yeah, the plan is finish this tomorrow, read the 80 pages tomorrow, and then start another book. I'm thinking I may go thriller mystery because I'm a bit iffy about fantasy at the moment. I know I've got the Once and Future Witches on my... Is it Once and Future Witches? This is when I got the book completely wrong. Let me just check. Two ticks. So yeah, my past 2 books have been very different. So I've had my historical fiction with The King's Witch and I have fantasy with Dreamwalker, but I'm kind of wanting to almost step away from fantasy for the moment. So I know I have the Once and Future Witches, about witches. I have the Nesting, which sounds a bit like a fantasy type thriller about a lady hearing voice from a Norwegian fjord, sorry. So I'm not really feeling that. I do have the 2 thriller / mystery books on my TBR still, so I may pick one of them up, especially with the Ivy Woman, especially with the Ivy Women, I think it's called her, I can't remember correctly. That is a very small book. I think it's just over 300 pages, so I should be able to read that hopefully by the weekend, so I could then start another book. So that's it. Yeah, so this might actually be the vlog where I read more than one book. I noticed when I was catching up on my YouTube earlier today, sorry, YouTube / Booktube, Beth at the Book Nest had uploaded a video about her reading 7 books in a week. I wish I could do that. I'm hoping I might be able to do that soon actually. So yeah, on to some sad news. I have cancelled my booking for London in April. Now you may be sat there thinking, but Michelle, we'll be out of lockdown, you can go to London. That might be the case, but for me, with me still living at home, my mother being quite vulnerable, she catches everything and anything, I'll be honest. I don't want to put her at risk at all. Doesn't mean I'm not going to go. It might mean that I might just go for a day, literally get the train down, train back up. It's only like 2.5 hours there and back, so I could get some reading done. So yeah, it's kind of cancelled it. I've cancelled the hotel booking, looking at and booked anything else, so I'm a bit gutted about that. But on the flip side, and if the nieces are watching this, I haven't spoke to mum yet, but plant the seed if you want. As you can tell, I've booked off the Easter holidays. So we've been in lockdown, not be able to see my nieces and my nephew. That'd kind of be the perfect time for me to spend some time with them, be that just going to the house for a while, going out for something to eat. If we're allowed to travel, maybe taking them shopping or something. Because you probably won't know this, but for my 2 nieces' birthdays, I always take them out for the day to go shopping. So with the youngest, it's normally just me and her, and with the eldest, because her birthday is nearer to Christmas in October, my best friend, who is lovely, Matt, if you're watching this, hopefully we can do this year, he sees it comes and so yeah, he comes with us to a bigger shopping mall, and I get Christmas presents, she buys what she wants, and she buys presents she wants as well. So yeah, so I've kind of missed out on that, and they've admitted they missed out on it as well, and they miss it. So I don't do that on my nephew. I normally just ask my sister what he wants. So yeah, with me not going to London, I'm hoping if lockdown is lifted a little bit, I can just spend the day with him. And yeah, so doesn't mean I won't buy books, because my nieces love books, my nephew is loving books, so they won't mind me if I drag them into Waterstones. They'll probably want to buy a book anyway. So yeah, that's the sad news. On to happy news as well. Work is going great, so I don't feel stressed. If anyone from work's watching this, that you can message me all you want about this, I don't mind talking about it. I went through I was going down about one of the areas I look after. So basically, I've never really explained my job. Basically, for my job, I find work placements for early years and health and social care students. Now, obviously with lockdown, a lot of places are taking more in health and social care, and with working with my manager, with other people in college, we've managed to find a way of getting placements, which has been fantastic, I have to say. So when you've heard me complain about work, that's mainly it. And with early years, it's very much 50% of clients are happy to take, other 50% aren't. You're probably bored by this, I'm sorry, but I just thought I'd give you an update. So yeah, it's been a bit difficult and waiting for people, so yeah, but it feels like I'm getting somewhere. And yeah, so I think that's why I've been quite happy to just read. Also, I was watching the Maddie at Book Browsing blog, and she was doing her Q&A video, and someone was like, how do you read so much? And she was like, I literally have to make time for myself. If I don't make time, I don't read. And I thought, it's such a simple thing to think of, but she's right. I don't read. Normally I'm sat here going, oh, I'll watch one more video, or I'll just start reading at 10, I'll go to bed at 11. It doesn't happen. So yeah, normally I'm sat here going, oh, I'll read at a certain time, then I'll get watching a video, and I'm like, oh no, it's gone that time now. Instead of thinking I'll just turn the video off, I have to wait now to finish it ending. Hi, anxiety Michelle, and having to do things in a certain way. Great. Bad part of anxiety. So tonight I made the conscious effort of, I want to read from 9 o'clock onwards, which is what I did. Yes, I had videos on the background. I had the Royal Viking gamer YouTuber. I watched his video. I had his video in the background. I had an ASMR video in the background, which is kind of nice. So I just read. Sorry, I keep looking over there. I just realised I look awful. You can't really see my eyes. It's very dark. Hi. I'll do some good news as well. I'll be getting a new bed next week. Yay! So I may have a bit of a change around, because I will need to move my silver shells, which are here. Sorry, it's an empty bottle, into somewhere, but I need to bring someone for that. So yeah, so back to the reading news. 80 pages to go. Will be read tomorrow. Might even read some of it during my lunch. And then on to another book, which I will let you know about tomorrow. Hello, it's the 20th of January. It's just going to 7 o'clock, and I have finished Dreamwalker. I ended up giving this book 3 stars. Okay star. This is my issue with reading YA books now. I'm finding is that some of them I'm like, you can tell it's YA and you can tell it's the start of a series, which I'll go into in my wrap up. So yeah, finish this. I have calculated how many pages I have left in the 4 remaining books I want to read this year and split them by 11, and I have to read 152 pages per day, which should be doable. So the next book I will be reading is These Women by Ivy Pachoda, and you have 6 women in here: the streetwalker, the mother, the dancer, the cop, the artist, and the wife. And basically they all follow society's unwritten rules: who to hang out with, how to eat, how to dress, what to do, etc. And then one day a murder happens that kind of explodes these lives that they've built for themselves. So I'm looking forward to this book. I have marked off the 152 pages mark, and it turns out that is the start of part 3, which I'm liking because it should be an automatic end. I've had a quick look at the writing, and there doesn't seem to be like too many words. There don't seem to be too many words on the pages. People probably looking at that going, Michelle, that's a lot of words. It's kind of normal size writing, which I like, because sometimes you get the itty bitty writing, sometimes you get the big writing. So I should be able to do 152 pages tonight. I'm hoping if I do, I may finish it tomorrow, because there's only 334, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 334, is it 34? Yeah, 334 pages in this. If I do read the 152 pages today, that will leave 182 pages left to be read, which I will hopefully be able to do tomorrow, which should put me ahead of where I want to be. That will then give me the weekend to read the biggest book on my list, which is The Once and Future Witches, which is 500 and something pages long. Now you may be thinking, but Michelle, how can you read that in a weekend when you struggle during the week? Well, sorry, something on my tongue then. Well, I've realised, looking at my little colour chart when marking how many pages I read, on a Saturday and Sunday I can read about 200 pages at least. And I'll be honest, that's normally just because I want to finish a book, so I'm kind of taking it slow. And I'm not kind of having all my time on reading, so I don't really have many plans this weekend, so I should be able to read at least 400 pages, she says. Well, if I say between a Friday, Saturday and Sunday, I want to read 456, which should give me what my daily target should be. I'll be happy. I might even finish it Sunday night. So yeah, so it's about 7:05. Yeah, it's 7:05 now, so I'm going to fill in my reading journal, do what else I need to do tonight, and then I'm going to sit down at 9 and read. So yeah, probably won't give you an update tonight. Probably might do it tomorrow, might do it tonight, I don't know. Hello, it's Friday. Sorry I didn't update yesterday. I didn't read. I basically was finishing work and could feel a headache going on. So I literally logged off, came into my room, didn't turn any lights on, had ASMR on my phone and just sat there willing this headache to go away. So you may think, oh Michelle, that must mean you've not really read much of your book today. I finished it. This book didn't turn out to be the way this book didn't turn out to be what I thought it would be at all. I'm not going to say too much because I'll have my wrap up coming up later at the end of this month. But yeah, I enjoyed majority of the characters. There were some I didn't like. I still don't understand some of what's gone on in this book, so I'm not going to give it a star. Do you know what? Even though I don't understand fully where and that's this thing, so I'm getting myself mixed up here. It's not that I don't understand some of the things, it's I don't understand why certain characters did certain things. So I think for that reason it's going to have to be a 3 star, possibly 3.5 star. I'm not quite sure yet. I'll probably put it down as 3 stars on Goodreads, and if I want to change it, I will. Yeah, has it put me off this author? No. It's probably me. I'm gonna probably wake up tomorrow and go, you know what, it's not 3 stars, it's 3.5. But just leave it at 3 at the moment. I don't know, 3's too. No, I'm doing 3.5 stars there. Mine's made up, it's 3.5 stars. Sorry, my hair's not been washed and it looks messy. So yeah, 3.5 stars. That is book number 5 of the month done. I think I am on schedule now for reading the rest of the books. But this weekend I'm going to start the Once and Future Witches. It's about 500 pages. So my plan is to do 250 pages on Saturday, 250 pages on Sunday. And I'm going to actually mark it that way. So it's going to be, I'm going to do like kind of 2 readings through. It's like first 100 and whatever, 600 and whatever, and things. So just to get it out of the way. And that's just for me, just because it's kind of like, I know I can read more on a weekend, so I need to do that. I'm also going to be getting my TBR ready for February. So I'm going to film the video for not next Wednesday, the Wednesday after. Just because there are a couple of books that I do need to get, and they're not going to be here on the Wednesday because I need to buy them on the Tuesday. And as much as I love Waterstones and Royal Mail, they're in a heck of a chance I will get their books for Wednesday. So most likely there won't be a video on Wednesday. Well, actually it depends. Yeah, it depends really on Wednesday, but I'll explain that tomorrow. So yeah, so I need to, like I said, I need to kind of plan February's TBR. I also need to buy some books for March's TBR. And you might think, why is that? And it's just because of the way my payday is, I need to kind of buy it a month and a bit in advance. But anyway, so yeah, that's really it. So that's the update for tonight. I don't think I'm going to start Once and Future Witches tonight, just because I'm kind of tired still, and that headache's not fully gone, and Mother Nature's here, so I just want to relax. And yeah, so that's my update for today. I will update you all tomorrow once I have started the Once and Future Witches. Hi everyone, it's Sunday. You're probably wondering, Michelle, where's the clip from Saturday of your update of reading? There isn't one. So basically I woke up at like 10:30, had the morning to myself where I was catching up on Destination Fear, had a little bit of a late breakfast, that sort of thing, and then I got a text from my sister saying, oh, I'm going to come up today and help you do your bed and your desk. New bed! New desk is over there. It's kind of filthy at the moment though. Not with dirt, with just stuff from the grey shelves that were there that we had to put on there to make room for the bed. So yeah, she came up at 2, so I had like 2 hours to kind of clean the room, make sure I was dressed, ready to help. She didn't leave until 9. Basically, the bed took like 5 hours to make. So yeah, literally by the end of it, she did do most of the work. 80% of the work she did, 20% I did. I'm not a DIY girl. I'm not also. She just got on with it. So yeah, it means I haven't read anything yesterday. So this is going to be my last clip for the video. So yeah, better than the last couple of weeks. 2 books read. Better than the last couple of weeks. 2 books read this week. But now I have to try and read 3 books next week, which should be okay, because I think it's about 200 pages. If I do 200 pages a day, I should be alright. But I'm going to go so I can edit this and then start reading. So yeah. There should be a video up Wednesday. I'm 90% sure there will be. I'm just not 100% sure just because of a few things. But if that changes, I will let you know on Instagram and Twitter, where I cannot think. It's Sunday, Michelle. It's like 9:30. That's why I can't think. But until then, guys, bye.